Tonight, we're hearing directly from immigrant farm workers. They're sharing their frustration with President Trump's back and forth on introducing new orders and directives.
Yeah, many of the immigrants in Acampo, for example, say they are afraid to even walk outside their homes in fear they may be detained by ICE. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias has a closer look.
Here in the grape fields of Acampo, California, hundreds of farm workers show up early to earn their living.
Me levanto a las 4 de la mañana.
This farm worker says, I wake up at 4 a.m. And on top of working long hours in the heat, they also leave home in fear of being deported. Most of the workers are undocumented immigrants or in the process of legalization. The workers we spoke to are so afraid of ICE, they asked for their faces not to be shown. Marcelo says, what brought me to this country is to work, progress, and get ahead for myself and my family. But in reality, we've been treated really bad by the president. That Marcelo says he and some of his co-workers were initially in support of Donald Trump becoming president because they thought farm workers would be treated better. But he says the president has given them his back by separating families and leaving children without their mothers or fathers following the raids in Los Angeles. Marcelo says all the hard workers from here have brought the country forward. The father of 4 says without hardworking immigrants, the economy will go down. On Tuesday, Luis Magaña, a farm worker advocate, visits the fields to clear up any rumors of ICE raids. He says there's much confusion after the president's administration first directed immigration officials to pause raids on farms, hotels, and restaurants earlier this month, to just a few days later reversed it and resumed the raids.
Eso es una falta de respeto.
Magaña says that is a lack of respect because he's playing with the emotions of very noble workers. He believes the back and forth is making them feel frustrated because they then feel insecure and that they don't have any rights.
Porque tengo miedo de...
This father says, I'm afraid to come here and not be able to return to my home. And after 32 years of working in the fields, he says he and others deserve some type of legalization. Marcelo also has the same message for the president he once supported. Marcelo says the president has to allow for people to work, to move forward, and to have a better future. In Acampo, Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
And farm worker advocates want immigrant workers to know there are people who are in support of them and trying to help, saying there has to be a solution. And they say lawmakers need to find a way for workers to be here legally.